Has it been a lot of fun for you, the HBO?
Oh, sure it has. I just got back from doing Comic-Con with the cast, and we did an interview that, it's up on YouTube, I'm sure. And then I got invited to the Entertainment Weekly Sci-Fi Party because of my connection to the show. So I did the press line, and I got the special armband. And so Alexander was doing the press line too, and they said, "Oh, Charlaine, take some pictures with Alexander." So, I said, I think I can manage to do that. And so I put my arm around Alexander, and I don't know if you have ever seen Alexander in the flesh, but he is like 6'7".
Oh my God.
And I'm not. I saw the picture online this morning, and honestly, I look like a happy Pomeranian.
Those of us who have known you only as a writer, because now we're watching you in some kind of a mystical collaboration with some guy named David. Do you mind talking about that, what it's been like to watch your work go from page to screen and working with Alan? I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry.
I was thinking
Alan.
No,
I didn't. No, I'm sorry, Alan. I'm sorry.
Well, it's strange because when the first option of the Sookie was left. And then I had 3 offers on the table. One of them was from the same guy whose option had lapsed, who was a very nice guy. The next was from a new consortium of movie makers, and the third was from Alan Ball. My agent made me talk to all 3 in one day, very long phone conversations with them. He said, "Don't you want to go out to Hollywood and talk to him in person?" I said, "No!" This was way outside my comfort zone. So I talked to Alan last of all, and I became convinced during the conversation that he understood the nature of the books, the mixture of comedy, horror, blood, and sex that comprises the Sookie books, and that he would do them justice. I had seen American Beauty, which he got the Oscar for. I had seen 6 Feet Under, which I found almost too painful to watch. And I knew he could do it. And so I said yes, and I know now, his assistant had the good sense to send me this huge bouquet of pink roses. And I thought, oh, I made the right choice.
because he sends roses, not because you can write,
yeah,
because he sends roses.
He's the right guy, and they're pink. So, and of course now I know he probably had nothing to do. He probably said, "Send Charlaine some flowers." So she did. But the thought was there, and every time I've met him since then, we just get along great.
Can you discuss the nature of your relationship with him professionally, with the collaboration, his taking the Sookie stories and making and changing them, bringing them on screen?
Well, he explained to me early on that he would have to change the stories quite a bit to bring them to the screen because they're all in the first-person point of view. That's a no-go for a television show. And he wanted to appeal to as I wanted to appeal to a wider readership, he has to appeal to a different viewer audience. So he said, I've got to have some hot guys in there to appeal to both the young female and the gay male audience. I said, no contest there.
Yeah.
No argument, that's fine with me. And he made Tara Black, obviously, which was really a good idea and one that I wish I had thought of initially because that just made a lot of sense and it worked really well. And then he made decisions along the way that also made sense. Like when Nelson Ellis has just made, to my mind, Emmy-ranking performance as Lafayette. And why he did not get nominated, he got robbed. He should have been nominated for an Emmy. And I think Alan's decision to let Lafayette live was really a good one. But it meant at the end of the first season, I was thinking, who the hell's in the car? Because I I knew it wasn't Lafayette because I knew that Alan had told me that Lafayette was going to bring Lafayette back. But he didn't tell me who was in the
Miracles bringing somebody back from the dead is not particularly a problem.
No big for me.
No big for you at all, Not at all. So how much input do you have with him? How much collaboration is there?
Every now and then he'll ask my opinion, and when they were trying out actors for the different parts, he would send me pictures. From time to time, not consistently, but from time to time, it turned out we had really different takes on what constitutes a good-looking man. So he would send me a picture, and I would go, "Is he serious?" This guy does nothing for me. So in the end, he did what he does best, and as I always tell people, he never tries to tell me how to write books, which is my expertise. I never tell him how to shoot a television series. I feel like that's his expertise.
One of the things that I asked Charlaine earlier today, because I was so fascinated, she has invented a world with rules regarding genetics, culture, law, all the kinds of things that govern it's speaking specifically of Sookie, all the things that govern that community of people, the communities of those people. And I was asking her how they're developed, and are they specific only to her work, or are they sort of mutually understood among all writers of vampire and werewolf and shapeshifter? And guess what the answer was?
I made them all up. I mean, I do try to check with like geneticists, and but if you're looking for a scientific textbook, please don't use my books as a reference, because every now and then I get a reader who's very into genetics, and she'll go through and say, "But listen, if you do this and that, you're getting." I'm going, magical realism.
This is a monarchy, and
I'm the queen.
So how about if I stop monopolizing this conversation and we open it up to some of your readers and your viewers? Would you guys enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How do we start? Why don't we just do this one little thing?
Sure. I wonder if the person who is spending their honeymoon here, listening to me, would stand up.
Daisha McCracken, are you in the audience?
Yeah.
You very willing to let me come.
She just got married, left the husband, brought her friends here, and this is how she's spending her honeymoon. We are on her honeymoon.
Thank you for having me.
Marriage off on the right foot. I would not be spending time with you when Charlaine is in town. We have a microphone set right up over here. Marianne, is it on? All you have to do is just hit the button so that it turns green, and Charlaine will be able to hear the question. You can just line up down that aisle right there, and you got it? Okay.
All right.
All right, let's have some questions. Who wants a question? You want to just go down to the microphone? Yeah.